in Little People, Big World. Caryn, Chandler, and Matt Roloff have shown callousness. The Roloff family was featured in the 26th launch of the reality series, which followed them as they dealt with dwarfism. Zach Roloff, their oldest son, has played a crucial role in the program. However, when Matt and Amy Roloff made the decision to separate, their family dynamic changed. The Roloffs were never the same after that, and Amy thinks Matt cheated on her by starting a relationship with Karyn. Little People, Big World has suffered due of Matt, whose ego has grown out of hand. The family was split apart by Matt and Karyn's choices. When Matt listed the Roloff farms without notifying anyone, it was one of the hardest times for the family. Amy thought Matt was leaving their children with the property, so she sold her share to him. Their connection has been strained ever since he broke Zach's confidence. When Zach and his spouse Tori Roloff declared they would not be coming back to Little People, Big World, they were implying that one of the greatest reality TV series would not survive, possibly due to Matt and Karyn's actions. Karyn was employed at the Roloff farms before to becoming engaged to Matt. Running the pumpkin patch for many years, she had been the manager. Amy was astonished when she began seeking a genuine relationship since she trusted her as a worker. Matt started dating the person who operated the pumpkin field, but Karyn's decision to date her married boss was callous. They must be plagued by doubts about the time when Karyn and Matt's connection transcended the employee-boss dynamic while reflecting on their time spent on the farm. Matt was having improper conversations with Karyn prior to his divorce from Amy. In her autobiography, A Little Me, Amy claimed to have discovered correspondence between Matt and Karyn throughout their marriage. She was acquainted with Karyn due to her role as the Roloff Farms pumpkin farm manager. But according to Amy, the talks she overheard Matt and Karyn having were improper and shouldn't have been occurring between two individuals who had a long-standing professional connection. Amy thinks there was an affair between Matt and Karyn. Amy had been with Matt for more than 30 years, and the two of them had created the Roloff Farms. Karyn was an employee at the pumpkin patch when she joined the photo, but Amy claimed to have discovered correspondence and images exchanged between them when she and Matt were still married. After that, Amy filed for divorce from Matt, despite Matt's insistence that he wasn't seeing Karyn. But once he and Amy broke up, it was dubious how they started dating and were engaged. They are acting in a really condescending manner toward Amy. When Matt told Amy he was leaving the farm to her in the event of his death, it was one of the strangest scenes from season 25 of Little People, Big World. Amy was clearly taken aback when Matt broke the surprising news to her. Amy had the impression that her ex-husband was attempting to make up for all the hurt he had given her in the past. The family's life had been quite the drama because of the Roloff farms. Matt was once more utilizing the farms to contain Amy's harm. Rumors have constantly circulated that Karyn was taking advantage of Matt's finances. Karyn was divorcing her former spouse of 2 decades prior to their relationship. She progressed through the farm's ranks and finally became Matt's helper. Many of Amy and Matt's kids thought it strange that they were together when it was disclosed. Having a long run of successful reality show appearances may guarantee a consistent revenue stream. It is possible that Karyn saw this coming and utilized her relationship with Matt to secure the family's finances. For fans of Little People, Big World, Matt and Karyn raised some warning lights when they bought a house together. The new house wasn't to his liking because it wasn't easily accessible. The main bedroom was upstairs in the 2-story house, and Matt had no desire to go up the stairs. That's why he started sleeping below and Karyn sleeping above. She moved into a new house, but she did not take Matt into account. After Amy marries Chris Merrick, Matt develops an unexpected bromance with him. Matt seems to be trying to be passive-aggressive towards his ex-wife, and their relationship worried Amy out. Matt and Chris sullied about Amy's hygiene during season 25 of Little People, Big World. Even calling his ex-wife a dictator, Matt has persisted in disparaging her. Amy probably worries that Chris, her present spouse, will be affected negatively by his perception of her. Matt decided to sell the Roloff farms because of Karyn's persuasion. Karyn declared that she was not interested in taking on any farm-related duties. Matt subconsciously internalized her feelings, whether or not she intended to. To begin a new chapter with Karyn, he was excited to put his former life behind him. Matt believed selling the Roloff farming would not be a problem because she didn't want to continue with the farming. His choice made him forget about Zach and all the other members of his family. He was just thinking about Karyn. Zach Roloff's hopes were dashed when Matt and Caryn refused to sell him the Roloff farms. Zach was eager to assume responsibility for the farms as the family's eldest son, having grown up on them all his life. But when Matt put a portion of the property up for sale without first consulting anyone else, it stunned the family. Zach was distraught since he believed he would easily inherit the Roloff farms. Zach realized his son couldn't afford $4 million, so Matt offered him a portion of the land. Little People, Big World is finally finished filming with Caryn. It's unknown if season 26 of Little People, Big World will air, but following the release of the season 25 finale, Matt offered some insight on the show's future on his Facebook page. Matt hinted at Zach and Tori's departure from Little People, Big World when he mentioned that it was getting harder to film the show as family members started to fade away. He continued by saying that Caryn, his fiancée, was finished filming and had no interest in returning for a possible second season. Regarding the spectacle going on, Matt refrained from offering his own thoughts. But with Zach and Tori exiting the reality show, there wouldn't be much to film for season 26 of Little People, Big World. Matt and Caryn's wedding is the only significant occasion that could be captured on camera. Caryn is callous and chooses not to go on the show rather than considering that. Although Caryn has stated she won't film, their wedding may be a big plot point in the upcoming season. In Little People, Big World, Matt and Caryn appear to be cold-blooded. Ever since they started dating, Caryn has had a sway on Matt's choices. Little People, Big World has said that he hasn't done the best job with tough talks with his ex-wife and kids.